Hello, I'm Glamorous Doc. This is my channel. Those of you who are new, welcome. And those of you who are my subscribers and watch my videos, thank you for coming back and watching this video. So we're going to talk about non-surgical facelift. I'm 49, turning 50 this year. I do spend a considerable amount of efforts into taking care of myself, my health, my well-being, and my skin. And that plays a big role in how I've managed to maintain myself. I also do a lot of holistic stuff as well. Now I'm trying to avoid, invasive ways like Botox and fillers. I know that's in the future, but I'm trying to not spend a lot of money on that yet because makeup costs a lot for me. So I'm going to show you what are the nuances I use to give this lifted, younger face look when I do makeup. And makeup can do wonders. So let's get into it, guys. First off, skin prep. Always prepare your skin. Now, I have realized if you don't have major issues, you don't need a primer. Primer is not necessary. I don't see much benefit from most primers in terms of my problem issue, which is the pores. I think skincare with retinol is the go-to. So I've swapped to tretinoin, which has done fantastically. And actually my pores are much smaller than they used to be. So I've just applied my Bioma on my face. I did wash my face after I came back from work and applied my Bioma. I would apply my Glow Recipe after that. This is my staple. I cannot wear makeup. I'm so addicted to the Glow Recipe. Goodness me, there's nothing that I have found that gives me the kind of glow this product gives. There's nothing out there so far that has given me that finish, and I'm in love with the way my skin looks when I apply this. Then I'm going to go with my foundation. So facelift. Our face droops down. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation in the shade 4N. Our face droops down. Our muscles and mostly the fat droops down towards the lower part of our face. And my eyes, especially the outer corners of my eyes, have been, they were slightly up there. Now it is more drooping out downwards. And also so is the finish or my eyes have been drooping in the outer areas of my face. So my eyes have been drooping in the lateral aspect of my face, and I've noticed that the eyes, the outer corners are drooping more. Also the eyebrows are more kind of round. It was more lifted when I was a bit more younger. So these are things that happen. You can temporarily fix them with Botox. You need Botox every 3 months if you got to do them, or you can surgically have a face look. These are facelift and etc. are very invasive products. So if you can get that effect, similar effect. So I'm not saying kind of a drastic change. I'm saying subtle changes that makes it more age appropriate than going for a severe change to your face with facelift. So makeup is one of those things that I can help you give a facelift. So for the foundation, we're going to go with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is one of my all-time favorite foundation. You will see why it is. I have improved the lighting in my studio, so you can see there are no shadows. This was much lighter in summer. Now that it is winter, I don't want it under my eyes, but I'm not going to apply a thick concealer, so it is okay. Just applying a brightening concealer, which is a thin product. So even if I applied it, it's not going to cake up. So that should be okay. Just pull whatever makeup you apply so it looks even. Now, the quality of your skin is such an important factor that makes you look more younger and youthful than having a facelift or a surgery. So make sure that your skin is well hydrated and taken care of. Prepare your skin well before you apply makeup. These are key things that can make a huge difference to the outcome of your makeup look. Then we're going to go with our brow. So for the brow, I'm going to use my favorite, my all-time favorite. This is my Maybelline Builder Brow. And we are going to try and make the brow horizontal. Now, horizontal brows seem to give a more youthful look than a rounded up or arched brow in certain cases. If you see Angelina Jolie's brows, hers is horizontal and then she has an arch, whereas mine with age has become more and more rounder, which I don't like. I like a face that has got sharp features. I don't like soft features. I know that in Asian and South Asian cultures, women with softer features are more appreciated, but it's changing. And so then I am going to go with this palette. This is the MAC Warm Neutral palette, and I've got a dark brown here, and I tend to do that. I use dark brown shades to fill in or ash shades to fill in the brows, because it gives you that more natural and more subtle filled in look rather than a stark finish. So on the outer corners, I'm just going to make this a little bit more subtle. This is the CoverGirl Skin Enhance Bronzer. And I'm just going to apply that on the back of my hand instead of applying it directly. It is going to be hard to show you, so I'm going to show it actually on the sides of one side. I would apply it this way. That's the direction I'd be applying. I'd apply a couple of dots as well on the forehead. So that's where my contour is going to go. So I'm going to take a brush for the forehead, using the brush rather than using the contour directly. I found that that works better and it's easily blendable than trying to apply bronzer or contour directly on the face. It takes more time. So I'm applying it vertically, as you can see. I'm not applying it horizontally at all. So I'm going to create a very sharp and very lifted look. For the blush, I'm going to use two products. One's my Barry M. This is in the shade Idyllic. So I'm going to apply a single bright drop there. You notice the placement, it's much higher than usual. So this is to give a lift to the cheeks. And then I'm using my NARS Wanderlust, blend that upwards. So you can see I'm not crossing the outer corner of my iris or the eyeball, and then just blending this upwards. This product needs to be applied directly because otherwise the Wanderlust does not show on brown skin. So that's why I'm applying the blush directly. Usually I just apply it on the back of my hand. And I'm just blending that in with my bronzer as well. See the lift that's giving the face. It just lifts the face up. So for the nose, I'm going to go apply it directly. This round shape of this CoverGirl works well for me. I like this product. This is the perfect bronzer shade, contour shade for my skin tone. And then to blend that in, I'm going to use a flat brush. This is from Morphe Cosmetics, and this is such a good eye set that Morphe's come up with. I really am loving the Morphe products that has come out. Can't wait to get my hands on the blushes that they have released. I just haven't had time to go and get them, but they look like the Patrick Ta products, the Patrick Ta blushes as well. There's one particular color or shade that I'm very interested in. I'm more sort of a highlighter, brightener kind of. The only place I need color correcting is on my eyelids. So just strategically placing to give that lift. These are the subtle changes that you do that will give you a lift. So I'm going to leave that to dry now. NYX palette, and this is called the Ultimate Vintage G. For the pencil, I'm going to use a brown one and then go match it with your lower lash line, but start it at the upper lash line. So pull the upper lash line down and then give a bit of a lift. Not going horizontal. If you have noticed, I'm going a little bit in the direction of my lower lash line. So pulling it down to the level of the lower lash line and then connecting it. I think I had two lines by mistake. Then connecting it to the upper lash line is what we're doing here. Can you see the instant lift to my eyes that it has given me? Then in the inner corner, I'm going to apply this little bit of shimmer of the eyes, very subtle. So Nude by Nature bronzer. When you apply powder on a cream, it stays longer. So that's why you want to apply some powder. Now I do want a peach powder. I'm going to use my Milani. This is the baked one. This is in the shade Rose Doro. This is my favorite. It also gives you that little bit of highlighted look as well. So you don't need a additional highlighting. If you want to, you can apply it, but not necessary. The one thing I don't like about that product is the smell. It has a very chemical smell to it. Now that is done. Now we're going to bake our face because I did apply contour highlighter or liquid highlighter, and it's best to. So I'm just taking my hourglass and then just tapping the excess out. And literally, these are the only places I would apply loose powder. Forehead as well, because it does give you a shine, so I do apply it on the forehead. Then I'm going to go the Essence All Matte Fixing Translucent Powder. I'm going to use that underneath the eyes to give that brightening effect, and then just press that in. Brightening the center of the face also makes a difference. It gives you that sharp, youthful look, and I like that. So then we are going to set this all in with a setting spray. I'm using my Matte Revolution Fixing Spray. Going to dry that. So for the lip, I'm going to use the NYX Duck Plum, and this is in the shade Syringe Sienna. I'm going to take out the clear lip oil. I like the product because it blurs the lips. You see the lower lip, I go short of the corner and then round it out here. Then the top lip, I blur out the Cupid's bow, overline the Cupid's bow, and then in this corner here, I'm going to give it a lift. You got to remember, it's all very subtle. So the reason why I'm using a light nude pen is so it doesn't look like I've drawn a line. For the lips, I'm going to use the MP Cosmetic Lip Souffle, and this is in the shade Vermilion. This is one of my favorites. So how I do it is, apply it in the center of my face, of the lips, and then see, my lips are so dry. I can't peel them. I have to wait for it to get better. It's all the traveling. Then I'm going to apply my Revlon Kiss Glow Lip Oil in the shade MVP Peach. This is hands down my favorite lip oil. I do have a Huda Beauty. I don't like thick products, and this is perfect consistency for me. And the last trick for a facelift is to pull. So I will show you what happens. When you pull your hair, it actually lifts the corners of your face. I tend to pull my hair into her. Since I've cut my hair, I'm doing more of a half pony. Can you see the lift that's come in? Now, if you move this higher, it'll go even higher. So that is the sufficient kind of a lift that I want for my face. And because I'm gonna go to bed, I'm not gonna gel it, but normally I would gel my hair and make it look sleek. And that, my friends, is a full glam lifted face makeup look. So we lifted our eyebrows subtly, we lifted our eyes subtly, we lifted our cheeks and cheekbones. We also lifted our lips. One last thing we missed is the big role mascara has. So for mascara, I don't go for upwards, I go sideways. It makes a huge difference. Can you see? Instead of wearing artificial lashes, I just do this, and it gives me that artificial lash look. The lower lashes, you can do whatever you want. So that is a facelift, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do like, share and subscribe your thoughts. If you have any suggestions, I'm more than happy to hear you out. If you have any questions, please ask me. I'm more than happy to answer if I know the answer. And hope you guys have a lovely night. It's actually 10:30. I had a long day at work today, so this is the only time I managed to do a video. but I promised myself I will, as long as possible, I will do a video every day. Thank you for watching, guys.